Hello guys, Charlie, good evening and welcome to another edition of For God and Country. I'm away from the country, but I just felt I just needed to do this follow-up on the presentation I did about import taxes. I think this is important that I do it. Now, let me just put in a caveat before anybody thinks that I am out to do politics. You see, at the end of the day, all of our lives are impacted by politics, whether we like it or not. Okay? But then those who are in power, those who are in authority now, the things they say to us, and then what we are experiencing now, it is important that sometimes we play back some of the things they say and compare it to what we are experiencing now. And then we will then determine whether those who are leading us are being honest to us or it is just one of those political promises just that they make. But then we end up being put in this kind of suffering, this kind of hardship. And yet, you know, it's like they are there, they are in power, and you see them even trying, pushing everything to be given the mandate again. So you ask yourself, I mean, really, like, have you forgotten that you made a promise to us? The promise is not being fulfilled. It's like, it's as if you didn't even make the promise at all. Because what is happening now is bad. And I'm talking specifically about import taxes. I'm not doing politics. I'm just going to play for you a video of the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, what he said specifically about taxes in general, and then about even import taxes, particularly special import levy, what he said about it, and what we are experiencing now. It is very important. It's very important. Okay, so let me just, you know what? Let me just play the video of him talking about import tax. Then I'll comment. I'm talking about taxes in general, and then where he mentioned what they are going to do with import levy, where he said that it is going to be annulled, it's going to be abolished. Then I'll come and do a recap of the kind of import taxes that we are going through now, and then particularly even the special import levy. Just watch this video. I'll come back soon.
The tax issue is a major issue because if you are so, fixated on revenue, you will essentially end up hurting your production. And so if you go back into history, you study the economic history of United States, Germany, England, all of them have used the tax, policy to encourage production. And this is why we are saying that, today you have a situation in Ghana, unbelievable situation, when businesses are out on strike. Businesses who should be selling are out on strike. But why are they out on strike? Because they've been overburdened by taxes, and if you don't take care, you'll be chasing the tax revenue and killing businesses. And when you kill businesses, it means you are causing unemployment. And so if you go back, this is why Nana Akufo-Addo is saying, we need to mobilize financial resources. So why are you going to be imposing VAT on financial services? It doesn't make sense in a country which has got a very large unbanked population and we want people to bank. We will abolish that, he says. We will abolish import duty on all raw materials because that has been a policy that will help production. Let the businesses produce. Let them make profit. And when they make profit and employ people, we will get income taxes and we will get corporate taxes. So you don't go ahead to kill the business. No, let them bring in the raw materials. Let them produce. Then you will tax, at the end of the day. And so our approach, and this is why we are going to bring down corporate taxes. We'll put incentives for real estate, tax incentives for the real estate sector, the special import levy on imports, the 1% to 2%, we will abolish it.
All right, so guys, you watched the video, you heard exactly what the vice president said. about import taxes, in fact, taxes in general, and then import taxes. But he specifically said that special import levy was going to be abolished. Now, let me do a little recap of what I did the other time, and for you to get it. Now, I told you that the importation of a car that was bought and then including the import and everything came to about 48,000 Ghana cedis. It's about $4,000. And even in this case, I'm even using 12 cedis as the dollar rate. Remember, the dollar rate is even lower than 12 cedis. So let's even use 12 cedis. That is when you get to 48. Now, the import tax that they have slapped on for you to clear this car is 50,763.83. Why? I have asked this question. Why? Now, out of that amount, here is what is actual import duty is 12,980 cedis. 12,000, almost like 13,000. That is it. VAT alone is 22,702. Why? A friend of mine who, is a mathematician, is an economist, and a former classmate of mine at Kraka, he was telling me that now, when they want to determine the VAT on a car, particularly a car, what they do is that they look at the original price of the car. Remember, I told you that this car that is being brought in is a 2016 model. So that's like 2016. So now the value is really gone down. But in determining the VAT for this car, Ghana government has decided that they are looking to look at the original price of the car and use 50% of that price to determine the VAT. Why? Why do you have to use 50%? It doesn't even make sense. Does it make sense? 50% of the original price of the car to determine how much you are charging for the VAT. A car that was manufactured in the car that is a 2016 model. That's 7 years ago. Why? Okay, now here's where my issue is. I'll mention special import levy last. Now the COVID levy on this car, COVID recovery levy, COVID health recovery levy is 1,427. COVID. We are still charging levy on COVID. Today, we are charging COVID levy. COVID became an excuse for us to now say, hey, because of this, now we are still charging COVID levy on Ghanaians. NHIL, National Health Insurance Levy, 3,569. The same goes for Get Fund, another 3,569. Why? And then this special import levy that the vice president, you heard him saying that is going to be annulled. You heard him saying that it could be annulled. Now it is even gone up to 2,596, almost 2,600. The special import levy that the vice president said that was going to be cancelled, it is now 2,596 that we are supposed to be paying when we are importing. And I'm saying that these import taxes affect not just cars, it affects every kind of thing anybody is importing to this country. Phones, whatever, mention them. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Mr. Vice President, why? You want to be president and you are sitting down and this is happening. Is it that when you become president, then now you'll be able to implement some of the promises you made or what? That you made them when you were vice president, so you didn't have the power to implement. Is that the message you are giving to us? Anyway, guys, like I said, I don't want to do politics. I don't want to talk plenty and then I'll end up making some political statements. But this is it. This is what the man promised. And this is what they are delivering to us. I'll end here. I'll come back again with another compelling edition of For God and Country. God bless you.